So, this month, Ben 10 Alien Force is turning 10 years old. So, for the 10th anniversary, I am going to be making a review of the show as a whole. But before I talk about the good parts of the show, first, I want to talk about one of the dumbest episodes. Now, first off, I want to say this is not the objectively worst episode. However, this is one of the dumbest episodes due to how it retcons the old show. Ben 10 Classic is my favorite TV show, so of course I will defend it. Anyway, so this video will contain spoilers for Ben 10 Classic and Ben 10 Alien Force and the other shows as well. Now, it's time to take a look at the episode Primus. So this episode picks up where the last Vilgax episode left off. In that episode, Vilgax and Ben had to work together in order to stop the scare from conquering Vilgax's homeworld. That episode was also better than this one. Anyway, so in this episode, Vilgax and his minion Siphon were having a conversation about the Omnitrix, when Vilgax has a flashback to the previous episode. The episode I was just talking about, that is. So during the beginning of that episode, Vilgax went to the prison that Scare was being held in and asked him some questions.
Oh, please, the light burns. And if I were to stop it, do not toy with me, Vilgax. Ask for what you want. I do not ask, Ghost Freak. I demand, and you obey. I will free you from your prison. In return, you will tell me what I wish to know. The knowledge to defeat Ben Tennyson. The secrets of the Omnitrix. Tell me, and then I'll set you free. Primus. Also, Vilgax, my true name is a Scare. I would prefer it if you didn't call me by that insulting nickname that Benjamin gave me. Shut your twisted mouth, creature. I shall call you whatever I please. Whatever, jerk.
Anyways, so after the theme song plays, we cut to the good guys fighting a new version of a robot from a previous episode. So now this episode has reminded me of two previous episodes and the movie, The Secret of the Omnitrix. Will this be happening a lot? The answer is yes, it will. Then the Omnitrix starts acting weird and then teleports the three main characters to a different planet. We also never see the Omnitrix use teleportation again after this episode. Then giant alien bugs show up and steal the Omnitrix. So now our heroes go on an adventure to find the Omnitrix. This may also be the best part of the episode, by the way. Then the heroes arrive at this cave where they see Azmuth using the Omnitrix against Vilgax. Azmuth, the creator of the Omnitrix, is using his greatest creation as a weapon. He created the Omnitrix for peaceful purposes, and while his dreams of the Omnitrix never came true, and everyone in the universe wants to use it as a weapon, Azmuth would never use it himself as a weapon. Also, Azmuth knows he's not a fighter, so why does he think he can defeat Vilgax? Vilgax wins this fight because there is no way he would ever lose against Azmuth. Unless, of course, Azmuth used one of these guys, then Vilgax would be toast. So now Vilgax has the Omnitrix, the thing he's been hunting for hundreds of years. And in the cliffhanger for the commercial break, we see him activating the watch in a flash of light. However, the show comes back from the commercials, we see that Vilgax did not turn it on. The show lies. It lies. Lies. So now we see Vilgax does not know how to turn the darn thing on. He just keeps shouting into the watch and commanding it to turn on. He even tries to use the names Ben gave his aliens in the Omnitrix to turn it on. Vilgax, the guy who could deactivate the watch just by touching it, does not know how to turn it on. Come on, Squidward. A 10-year-old human child was able to figure it out by himself, but you can't. And sadly, the stupidity does not end here. Next up on the list of stupid things is Azmuth's explanation of Primus. So apparently this alien planet is Primus, and it was created by Azmuth. The green lava we see in the episode is called the Codine Stream, and it contains the DNA of every alien in the Omnitrix. So then Gwen asks, what is in the Omnitrix's vault the DNA's on Primus? And this is what Azmuth says.
The Omnitrix is like a wireless device communicating across the universe with the server that contains its database of alien DNA.
Primus?
Without Primus, the Omnitrix is useless.
Okay, I have many questions. First off, if the Omnitrix needs to communicate with Primus to work, then how come the Omnitrix can work in alternate dimensions and universes? If the Omnitrix needs Primus to work, then there is no way it could work in the null void. And there was also an episode in the first cartoon where we see the Omnitrix, is Dial, contains half of its DNA. And in Alien Force, we even see the hybrid's DNA sample of the Omnitrix. This episode did not need to happen. So then Vilgax lets Ben go, and then Ben tricks Vilgax into turning into goop. And then Ben rips the Omnitrix off of Vilgax. Then Ben uses Cannibal to knock Vilgax into the Codine Stream. And then you would think that maybe Vilgax would turn into a mutant amalgamation of Omnitrix aliens. But that would make too much sense, so Vilgax becomes gigantic instead. Hey, Azmuth, I have a question.
Can it wait?
No. So earlier me and Kevin fell into the Codine Stream, so how come we didn't become giants?
That's a very good question. Too bad I don't have the answer.
Oh. So then Ben turns into way big and throws Vilgax into space. It's just like the end of the movie. Oh, I hate you episode. You just reminded me of something better again. So yeah, that's the episode. And I hope that I convinced you that it sucks. This episode needlessly made the concept of the Omnitrix more confusing, and it made me hate Alien Force Vilgax. And it also hurts Azmuth's character too. Later on, we get more episodes that contradict this one. In the episode The Ultimate Sacrifice, we see Ben go inside of the next Omnitrix called the Ultimatrix, and we see the Ultimate aliens are alive and trapped in the Ultimatrix. It has also been confirmed that in Ben 10 Omniverse, the Omnitrix has its own DNA database and does not use Primus. Also, Derek Wyatt said that when the universe was destroyed by the Annihilarg, Primus was not recreated. However, when a fan asked Matt Wayne, "Is Primus gone?" he replied, "We haven't really seen what the story is with Primus. Nothing's definitive until we address it in Omniverse. And that was never addressed in the cartoon, so I guess it's canon. We'll never know." Now let's talk about what the Ben 10 reboot did. So now in the new show, Primus does not exist. But they did use some ideas from this bad episode in the new show. Now the Galvans are DNA researchers. The Galvans built an armada of sentient drones that probe the cosmos. The immense probes of DNA information they collected from every alien species in the cosmos were uploaded into Galvan Prime's central computer, ensuring that Galvan Prime would forever remain the center of research in the DNA of the universe. I like this. The probes are clearly based on the Volocticus biopsis, aka the giant alien bugs I mentioned at the beginning of this video. The probes and the bugs pretty much do the same thing. And now, since the Galvin are DNA researchers, it only makes more sense that Azmuth would want to create a device that can transform the user into any alien species in the universe. All that info comes from one of 10 shorts that explain the homeworlds of Ben's aliens. These shorts are, in my opinion, the best part of the new Ben 10. I recommend you guys go watch all of them, even if you don't watch the new show. Anyway, so this is the end of the video. Next time, I will be taking a look at Ben 10 Alien Force as a whole and see what makes the rest of the show better than this episode.